What up, Posse?
What up, everybody?
Posse. This is Brandon.
Mark.
I'm Chad.
You're always giving me crap about how deep my voice is, so there.
I can talk like this just fine.
Posse.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow, you're a weirdo.
That's weird.
All right.
You asked for it.
That was
I
weird.
am, but so I want to start with a little bit of comic book action going on. So I got the Marvel 1000 GameStop exclusive variant, and I think it was only one per store. And
Really?
I found one over by my house in Minnetonka, by my apartment, but
I
I have this.
didn't know
Yep.
GameStop had that much power.
it
Huh.
might be more, but I heard it was just one. At least when it first
It
released.
seemed like it was one
Yeah.
per store,
That's cool.
but
Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta grab it.
and your boy Kieran says there's some good stories that are worth having. It's like gonna
Yeah,
drive
in
the
the-
price of that book up,
Yeah,
and he seems to know. He's a speculator.
yeah.
I'm just curious, what made those two team up?
I don't know. They've done comic books before.
With GameStop has?
Yeah, GameStop with
Oh.
the DC,
Yeah.
all the IDW.
They had a
all of them.
Civil
Yeah.
War Captain America Iron Man variant cover. For
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm impressed.
And obviously, Chad brought this comic. The Bionic Woman.
Actually, that was a gift
know.
from my friend Dan
Number
Cooper. He was
3.
the guy that had the big bag of comics and
Oh, okay.
cards. Yep. And
Yeah.
that was one of the things that was in there, and he gave it to me.
Nice.
And the reason why I also brought that was to thank him.
The 12-pound UK.
And it was made in '78. But not only to thank him, but to let you guys know, the next week after the swap, which is next Saturday, I am meeting up with somebody on Sunday that found mint in the box in the rafters of their house that they're moving out of, a Jamie Summers mint in the box.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, what's it look like? She's like, well, there's a lot of dust on it. I go, don't wipe the dust off. Let me take care of it. So I might have something like that, and that's why I brought that in as well. And I love the sea monkeys.
So awkward. They look so weird.
$1.25, you
to,
can get
to,
this
to buy
brine.
to buy something brine shrimp,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they look nothing like that, and lawsuits galore.
what a letdown.
Bender, hi Bender.
Want to roll into Bend?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
about
start
time
with
they
Bender.
give. I love Bender.
Bender Rodriguez.
Bender Rodriguez.
Wind him up and get out of his way.
That's cool.
Look at
I'm
that.
glad somebody did that. Who made this?
I don't actually know, but they did The Simpsons and they
Mark,
did
you're looking
Futurama,
right at the
so-
back of the box there, buddy.
I was reading the front of the box.
I was too.
It's from the 20th Century Fox Film
Oh, just a Fox.
Corporation.
Okay, so just a Fox toy. Okay, forgot they did some of those. But I have a Homer one, so it makes sense. I have a Bender too. So
Comes with a few accessories, as you can see. Some
Yeah.
rolling oil,
Playbot.
cigar, Mom's old-fashioned robot oil.
Is that a 12-inch?
Yeah, it's more. Is it 12 inch? Yeah,
I think
maybe
it's
a little
12.
less.
Could be a 10. May I see that when you're done with it?
I suppose. I
Because
wasn't
I'm
really
going to
done
take
with
it.
They have a bunch of them at the Collect Them All today.
Looks like they got some propaganda on the back too. That's very cool, man.
Yeah. I
like
May I ask
that.
what you paid for this?
$20.
Okay.
$20.
And I got in that deal, I got this guy too, the comic book guy set.
Wait,
Oh.
you got this and this for $20?
No, 20 each.
Oh.
So, which is still a deal because this was going for like 50 or
This
so
is something
bucks
I would
before.
collect. This Bender I would collect.
Yeah, still works too.
Oh, that's the old school.
Yep. Let's see what else he says.
Wow. Where? Okay, where did you get this?
I got it from a fellow Posse member.
Oh, okay. Let's say.
Adam Holly's his name. He's selling a bunch of Simpsons and Futurama stuff.
Huh.
Well, he's got over 30 different phrases. and
Yeah,
then,
so
like,
let's sit here and listen to all 30 of them, Mark.
You can interact him with the other play sets.
Yeah.
They'll say different stuff on
Oh, I
those.
forgot
I had a
about
bunch
that.
of these. I sold them to Paul Z. I scored like some tubs of these, and I sold him a bunch. They're long gone now, but I mean, I had like, I have pictures. I had like the whole city and like
Yeah.
the wharf and all kinds of stuff.
You should bring those pictures in.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Wow.
Yeah, so
These
I-
were from what, the 90s?
Early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
It's like 99 to 2005 or
I
6,
remember
maybe.
these. I have one somewhere.
But I think Playmates made them and stuff. So
I'm impressed that the battery still works.
Yeah.
The B Sharps are worth a little bit of money. If you have a Boo from the B Sharps, because I had like all the B Sharps except a Boo. But I got them now. I got rid of all those, and then now I got more Simpsons stuff.
Oh man. A never-ending cycle of Simpsons stuff.
Yeah.
There's been several swaps that I've seen, those original Simpsons, the stuffed animal ones from like Burger King or whatever. I've thought about it, but I don't want to get
Muppets
started.
is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Get your Muppets stuff. People like. There's going to be a resurgence. They want to.
I thought that show got canceled though.
But remember, haven't you seen
They're
the
gonna
rumor that
revive
they
it?
want to do the Muppet Bride or the Bride
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride with the
Oh, okay.
Muppets? That would be great,
That'd be
dude.
kinda
Did
cool.
not know they were going to do that.
I don't think that there's talks. People like they should. They're gonna remake the Princess Bride, but people like the only time I'd want to see that if it was the Muppets.
Okay. Well,
That would be
okay.
awesome.
That would
You
make
know what I
sense,
mean?
yeah.
That would be so great. You know, like if talk about two things mashed together, that would work.
Yeah,
That I would pay to see.
that would be good.
You know.
I like to see them do some stuff like Dark Crystal and Labyrinth again. Kind of.
Well, they redid, or they made a sequel, right?
To,
The Netflix thing.
Yeah,
Dark
they
Crystal?
do have like a dark.
oh, I didn't
Crystal.
see that. I don't
Yeah.
have Netflix.
I
and-
haven't watched any of it.
yeah.
Have you
Me
watched
neither.
any of The Mandalorian?
We're gonna watch it after this. You have got to see The Mandalorian. It's
Why are
literally
you so? Why are you the way
why
you
so
are? What's your deal, Mark?
anti-Mandalorian?
Man, I don't know.
Baby
All right,
Yoda,
Disney, take
bro.
this man out.
Well, let's just okay. Fine, it's Disney. You can bite the head off of Disney all you want, like I have for years. But we're talking about a new concept that's bringing in old concepts of a Western meets an Eastern meets a spaghetti Western Italian meet Sergio Leone
heard
meets
it's really-
Fellini
Hey, it's a
meets-
spaghetti western.
It is.
I've heard really good things about it.
It is. It's amazing.
not-
And now the second one is basically they're emulating a Japanese TV show called Lone Wolf and Cub. Actually, there were movies, and I have one on VHS. And dang it, I was going to bring it out and show it.
No, you weren't.
I was, and I got it on VHS. I really, really was.
I believe you.
I don't know if you do.
I don't.
But they're emulating that now, and they're doing a really good job. And not only that, but I give them mad props for doing their homework and giving nods to the Christmas special. And, just
That's what you said.
yeah, I mean, and that's
I really
cool.
liked it in the first 5 minutes. You said
I did. I was hooked.
Baby Yoda. Spoiler.
And-
not Yoda, but a baby Yoda. A baby. What is Yoda?
Well,
I don't know. They never
it's
even
set-
came up. I don't think in canon for what his race
They
is.
don't.
So
They don't want.
just
Lucas
sit-
never wanted anybody to be able to define Yoda because they're such a rare species and unique in the universe.
There,
And
there were two of them on the Jedi Council.
yeah, Yoda. Yeah, that's one of the
No.
theories too. Yeah, there was. And there was
No,
one
that's
of
what I
the
was gonna say.
oh.
No toys. They didn't make any Baby Yoda toys for this Christmas because they didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
really?
crazy? Yeah. They
But
didn't.
you know,
that
they're
was
gonna start. Like as soon as it gets closer, they're gonna be like, "Oh, released in January of 2020."
Yeah.
Like,
That was a
Yeah.
bad.
save up
move.
your Christmas money.
Oh my God, they would have
But
They
it
would've
was
cleaned house.
Cabbage Patch Yoda.
Oh God.
good God. It-
Hashtag Cabbage Patch Yoda.
people were literally going crazy about Baby Yoda and crying and like it's going to be a phenomenon once people like you watch it. I'm just saying.
Get a
I'm
life.
not. Don't
Get
hate.
a life.
Get a
Don't
cat.
hate on it. And I love the fact that they're not letting you binge watch this. They're
yeah.
releasing week
Make you
by week.
earn it.
Make you watch those other episodes over again to appreciate the next episode.
That's good.
Just saying.
Hey.
What
So-
if are they gonna do this next?
Hasbro
Power
has them
Rangers.
now, not Bandai anymore, or
didn't
not.
know.
It's not. Is it Hasbro now or is it Mattel? Hasbro has them now. Yeah, Hasbro. And
Hasbro's
they're
got
doing the
'em.
Lightning collection now. So this is awesome. They're doing a lot more unmasked Rangers. So you have the option of having their, regular teenager head or the Power Ranger head. And they have a figure arts of this one, but I didn't want to pay that price. So $20 versus $80. So this one's awesome with the Dragon Shield. I have the Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield and the Green
So-
Ranger. So
How deep are you into this Power Ranger stuff? Do you got a lot of these?
no, just the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or like Zeo ones. So, and the only past that, the only ones I'll go to is like the Dino Thunder, the Black Ranger, because it was Tommy. So,
That's the only reason why you go that far?
well, I just get that figure from that line, the
Oh.
Dino Charge line, yeah.
Why?
Because he's an original Power Ranger.
And that's so you're being
just
pure.
original, yeah.
Okay. I get that.
And then I got a bunch of WWE Elites. I haven't seen the Vince McMahon one out in the wild, so had to scoop them up as soon as I saw them. So this is like the 1980s Vince McMahon, like right before he took over from his dad, or right as he did, and he was just still being the announcer and not letting people know he owned the company. So everyone remembers that. Turn it around. The blue blazer.
I love that.
You know, what a maneuver, and just calling the matches with Jesse the Body.
I like that they gave him two sets of hands.
Yeah.
You know, in case he has to slap someone or choke someone.
And now they need to come out with a corporate Vince, so then I can pair him with Stone Cold.
Well, it looks like they actually have the hands right to use the microphone.
You see,
sometimes they screw that up.
This guy
Very
here.
often.
And then Tommaso Ciampa. I had to get him. Every box I found was all messed up, so I just had to take the one least messed up. And it comes with a crutch. I wish it came with an NXT title because he had a great run as the NXT champion before he had a neck injury. But this was right after he came back from his knee injury, so he has a knee brace. He has the crutch that he'd used to beat up Johnny Gargano.
Was this crutch
in the
green?
feud. No, I don't think so. But
He had his leg brace.
yeah,
Does he have a hurt leg?
he did. He had a knee issue, and then he came back. He had double knee surgery, I think.
This
No,
guy
he just had
challenge.
knee
He's
surgery.
calling out Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is calling out CM
Well,
Punk.
Survivor. Oh yeah. Everyone's calling out CM Punk as soon as he was like,
Yeah,
coming, like
they're
people
like,
want a high
yeah.
profile. That would be the biggest match of their career because of how much
sure.
hype would be around
For
it.
sure, but
Because CM Punk coming back, and
who's gonna? Maybe it'll be this guy, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
I never know.
Oh,
But
that'd be
Survivor
sweet.
Series is gonna be awesome because it's NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown. You know, a lot of wrestling fans
Survivor
in the Posse,
Series
you know,
is gonna be amazing
Yeah.
this Sunday.
it's gonna be
I'm
good.
super excited about that.
This box is jacked.
I know, but I'm gonna take him out of the box. It
He's-
doesn't matter.
He's gonna open it.
It wasn't the one. It was the least beat up one where it wouldn't have a risk of anything falling out by the time I got.
So you
Yeah.
knew everything was in there. Gotcha. What are we at?
Um,
Doesn't matter because you got a swap coming up on Saturday.
23rd.
oh my God, you didn't have to hit me with a rock quote.
It
doesn't matter. Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Wow,
what-
it doesn't
I didn't
matter
really,
what you think.
I really didn't try to do that.
Well, anyway,
But-
next Saturday,
Yeah,
this Saturday.
not
This
next Saturday.
Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Not
two
tomorrow.
days.
I mean, 2 days.
Friday,
Wow.
Saturday.
yeah. I'm kind of excited for this one. I really think that this is
I'm
going to be
excited
the
for every
biggest
swap.
one. I think this is going to be the biggest one yet.
It's 100 tables. The last one was
yeah.
only 70 tables.
That's
yeah,
pretty
but
big,
we're
yeah.
we're talking post write ups and stuff.
An extra 30 tables always brings
Yeah,
a lot
and it's
more
Saturday, we'll
toys,
bring in
you know,
more
It's a Saturday.
random,
There's
yeah.
not a lot of swaps on Saturdays. We do most of them Sundays.
Yep.
Couple Saturday swaps in the history of the group. You
Yep.
know,
This is my first Saturday swap. So
Wow.
and we get to bring the new and improved GoPro
Yes.
With,
yeah,
with
that's
microphone.
nice.
external
You went all out and got some good stuff
cardioid mic. Yeah, I'm kind
to make it even better.
of impressed with myself.
And then, like, better than this though.
Oh yeah, I made that.
Before we,
So I bought a
before we-
stamp of my logo that you can stamp it. I got into leather work years ago. It's like this one I made too. And so I bought a stamp online that I can stamp into the leather. And then I just started kind of experimenting with dyeing it and kind of not tie dyeing, but just sort of stamping with that. And then I went on eBay and I found a 1977 stamp kit that was Marvel. And that's what those
Wow.
are. So I kind of dapped them in the ink and the dye. And like there's Thor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And there's Vision. There's the next one. And it's just enough to, it was really tough to do. I kind of blew it a few times. Silver Surfer.
Is this the only stampers they had of?
This is the one I've got that worked. Iron Man. So, yeah, it's just the one that worked. But I still have the stamps. I'm going to make more.
I actually, a guy that was gonna make me making me some custom stuff. He showed me these local guys that do leather printing and stuff. They did some house hats for Odell's and
Oh, really?
just like, so I was like, oh, that's called Shameless Ink on Instagram.
Okay. Let's check them out.
I checked him out. I'm gonna probably make an order for some
Yeah.
stuff.
Look at Mark just gave me a shout out on my hobby.
Yeah.
It feels
Nice.
so privy.
This is
Also,
cool. I like
Speaking of
it.
shout outs, before I forget, shout out to the YouTube channel Toy Warp, Vintage Toy Review.
Well, thank
They
you
gave
guys.
us a shout out.
We'll
So
give
we're
you
giving
one.
them one. He's a
Thanks.
member. Jason's a member of the national page.
Oh, right on.
Oh, okay.
So also look,
Global.
also look for his. I think he posted a link on the page. So while you're looking at ours, look at his.
Follow us. We'll follow you.
All
Right
right,
on.
guys, like and subscribe.
Later.
I put you the thumbs up. God, you guys are the worst.